Hi guys, it's me, Susan. Uh, Today is the September 1st edition of the Broken Heart Club. I have some more news regarding that and some other changes that are going on. I checked and saw that the last time I posted was it's August 21st. Okay, so it's been well over a week, more like 10 days. As you recall, I was just returning from my vacation and discovered my house had been burglarized. I've been sort of coping with that lately, but I did want to tell you more about my cruise and things I learned from it and some things that are going to pertain, I think, to the changes that are coming up for me in the future. Let's see. First, before I do that, I want to do a quick recap of the original cause of my starting this show was my cancer diagnosis. To my knowledge, everything's great with my cancer. It is in remission, and the next news I will have about that will be in November, mid-November. I will have my first annual PET scan, which is an overall scan with radioactive material to see if there is any cancer anywhere in my body. The doctor said the kind of cancer that I had, which was the anal cancer associated with the HPV virus. If it's going to come back, it's going to try to come back. Those were his words. It's going to try to come back in the first year. So November will mark a little over a year. I was diagnosed October 11th of last year. And so we'll see about that, and I'll certainly let you know what's new about that. My Broken Hip Club succeeded the Cancer Club after I broke my hip in March. And that's coming along. It's been almost 6 months exactly. And I still have some pain. I still have trouble with my hip and my knee, but not enough to make me as discouraged as I think I have been in some previous posts about whether I'm going to be able to be mobile. I am definitely mobile. I'm not using my cane at all. I think I mentioned that last time. I don't think I'll ever be how I was, but when you think about it, none of us is ever how we were. Most of the cells in our body regenerate and turn over, die, and are reborn. Some of them daily, some of them hourly. So I'm certainly not going to be that person. I look forward to being able to be as mobile as possible. With that in mind, I've started taking a yoga class here in San Antonio that's run by a lovely woman named Nydia Darby, and she is a physical therapist, and she calls her studio Nydia's Yoga Therapy Studio. And her approach to yoga is really focused on an overall wellness and well-being of the body, and is very attuned to those of us with a variety of limitations or maybe injuries that we're working on. The class is very diverse, lots of old folks like me and some people with injuries like me. So I feel very comfortable there, and I'm excited to announce that that's one of the new things I will be doing as part of my regular practice. I'm also going to be starting therapy, believe it or not. Some of you might be saying, well, it's about time. It's about time. But this is a very particular kind of therapy. I look forward to sharing it with you. It is focused, again, on the mind-body connection, on getting underneath, getting me out of my head, and to continue the growth that I feel I'm experiencing in terms of expressing feelings, being aware of feelings, living fully in the moment. And this particular type of therapy works with your unconscious mind by means of what's called a sand tray, S-A-N-D, sand. It's like a miniature sandbox that you move. You take little objects that you pick kind of at random. She has little figures, little human figures, little animal figures, little buildings, little airplanes, little everything, and you create scenarios out of your unconscious. It's kind of like almost a living dream creation, and through that you have more direct access to the things that are going on under the surface or in your unconscious. My reasoning is that I'm on the brink of so much change right now. I feel really excited about it. I have great ideas, and I want to make sure that I act on them and that I move forward with all the changes that I can envision in my life. And so I think if there are any blocks left over, there are any fears, of course we all have fears, but if there are any issues where I feel like I should hold back, or I'm worried about how I will be judged or what other people will think, I really want to kind of get comfortable with those so that they don't function to hold me back. I feel like I'm this, I told a friend of mine today, I'm this ripe fruit hanging from the tree. Okay, I'm just ready to burst, but I want to choose how to do that. I don't want to just hang there until I fall on the ground and rot. Okay, so I don't want to just still be sitting here a year from now saying, yeah, one of these days I'm going to make some changes in my life. So I thought that consulting a professional might be a really good way of doing that. And again, I'm excited to let you know how that goes. In line with all of that, and I will get to the cruise, really, I promise. I'm renaming this blog, this show, my show, Cruisin' with Susan, and my feeling about that is that I have come through a year full of a lot of difficult things. I mean, not by worldwide standards, certainly, but difficult enough for me. Some detours from my expected normal little progression of my life. My cancer diagnosis, my broken hip, my broken heart, when the guy I was dating suddenly and abruptly moved out of the country. And I feel, and I've been telling you that all of those things have led to a lot of growth on my part. I'm really happy about it. So Cruisin' with Susan is a more positive, it's a more positive image to me anyway, and it reflects a forward motion, not just a coping with something that's broken or hurt, even though those were very important and have been and will be important parts of my life. So Cruisin' with Susan leads me to tell you about the cruise and my vacation cruise and some of the important things that I learned. First of all, I learned that I have a longing to be, when I visit someplace, I like to be there longer than 10 hours. Okay, it was an island hopping cruise in the Caribbean, and again, nice problem to have. I was very, very fortunate to be invited on this cruise by some extended family members, and very, very happy that the group, I was with a group of 8, including myself, highly compatible, a wonderful, wonderful feeling, very flow, loving flow, comfort, no drama. Everyone got along really well. We had a blast. But we had to be back at the boat every day by 5:30. And you just sort of start getting a feel for the island you were on and maybe wanting to visit some more places that you didn't even know about or do some more things. So in looking back on it, I mean, it was fine, but in looking back on it, I would want a little more freedom to explore. I picked out a couple of the islands. St. Lucia was one, and Barbados was another that I really enjoyed and would probably want to go back to for a longer period of time. However, the most exciting news is, as I was watching on the cruise, a number of people were giving little talks. One lady was giving a talk on Thomas Kincaid, who was an artist that they were featuring they had an art gallery there, they had a casino. You know, any of you have been on cruises know it's kind of like a resort hotel kind of thing, except it just floats. And someone gave a seminar on cooking, and there were all kinds of different little general interest seminars. So towards the end of the cruise, I went up to the cruise director and I said, I'm a psychologist and I am a speaker and I enjoy speaking. In fact, I have videos of me speaking. If you want to see one, I could whip one out for you. And I said, do you all ever hire people to give talks on your cruises? And he said, absolutely, we hire people all the time. Sounds great. He gave me an email address to send a resume and maybe some proposed topics. I was thinking, I could talk about anything, really. I mean, I could talk about communication between couples. That might be something I noticed a lot of. I wouldn't say a lot, but I noticed some friction, some family friction, some couples kind of like, oh God, kind of friction. Maybe I could help people have more of a love boat experience on their cruise. I don't know. But it was real exciting to me because, as you know, I've been trying to think of a way to have some kind of work that lets me get out of my office. And so the cruise director said, you could fly down to Puerto Rico and hang out and hop on a cruise and cruise for a couple of weeks and go back, or do it as much or as little as you want. That's assuming they liked what I had to do, my performance or something. And so that's what I'm going to get together. Again, hopefully this is a great idea. Hopefully I act on it. That's my intention anyway. And but it's real exciting, a little scary, but not that much scary. Much more exciting. And so that's what I'm going to title my talks, Cruising with Susan. So I can have a real general focus. And as one of my friends said to me, you could start out sort of addressing problems or talking with people about issues or something, but maybe you can just like be an entertainer. You can just like have funny talks about things like talk to women about men and how they are, I don't know, all kinds of cool stuff. Talk to teens about how their parents just don't get them or things like that. So I don't know. It's just a possibility, and I'm real excited about it. So as you can see, because I've again gone over my self-imposed 10-minute limit, and I'm up to 12. Yikes. Okay, anyway, I wanted to let you know things are going really well for me. And I truly believe that all the events of the past year it's probably been the most important and wonderful year of my life in so many ways that I never would have predicted if you just told me the facts about what was going to be happening to me this year. And I want to share that with you because I would like for you to be able to look at your own experiences in the same way. Something happens that seems bad, that doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it wasn't what you planned, and the sooner you can adapt and follow the direction that you're being shown, the sooner something new can happen for you, and the less time you'll waste worrying or feeling sad about what didn't happen or what shouldn't have happened instead of what is happening and how you can fully engage with it. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you soon. I will try not to wait so long before the next time that I post. I'm going to keep you up to date and be accountable to you for all the things that I'm intending to work on. And until I see you again, please remember to live well, laugh often, and love much. And I'll see you soon on Cruising with Susan. Bye.